Good morning, all students. Today's lectures we discuss about another topic, mathematical expressions of wave. Up to yet, we discuss about what is wave, properties of waves, longitudinal waves, transverse waves, and their characteristics. So today's lectures we discuss about how wave express in terms of mathematical terms or in mathematical equations. So let us describe progressive wave mathematically. Let us describe progressive wave mathematically. So now let us assume that the progressive wave is transverse and therefore the positions of particles of the medium is described by the fixed value of x. It means if you write the equations of progressive wave in form of sinusoidal waves, so this sinusoidal waves is assumed is a progressive waves. Okay, you know all of the waves are assuming as like a sinusoidal wave, or we call it that wave is a sine wave as like this. In previous some lectures we already discussed about this. So wave is described as like this. Okay, and here just we consider this wave is a sinusoidal wave and this sinusoidal wave is a progressive wave. So now the particle position is described a fixed value of x. So it means what? This wave propagate in x directions. So this direction is shows that x directions because this x axis and y axis. Okay, so the wave propagates along the x axis. The displacement from the equilibrium positions can be described by y. So wave displaces with respect to y axis as like this. So that's why we write a wave equations. We can write wave equation as like y is a function of x and t because wave displaces on y axis. It progress on x axis and displace. It means there is amplitude is showing in x y axis. So that's why here we write y is a functions of x of t is equals to a sine kx minus omega t plus phi. Here we write these equations for y is the functions of x of t, and these are the a k omega and phi all are constant. Hence here I write statement, hence a k omega and phi are constants. Why we say constant? Because a is related to the amplitude of that wave. A is amplitude of that wave, k is angular wave number, then x omega is angular frequency because there is a wave, and phi is related to the phase angles. These angles, phase angles, we previous some lecture we already see there in one of the property of waves is phase and phase difference. So this phi is denoted as a phase. Okay, so here we write one by one descriptions of that equations. So this y showing the position, that is vertical positions of wave, vertical positions, y showing vertical positions of wave. Then see there is a right y is the vertical positions of wave. Then a is equals to what? Amplitude of that wave. A is related to amplitude of wave. Then k is related to angular wave number, because wave travel in x direction, so that's why angular wave number is important. So angular wave number means what? Angular wave number is also called as a propagation number, or if we simply definitions of that angular wave number is wavelength per unit distance. So this is wavelength from to distance between two successive crust and trough. So the wavelength per unit distance, it is what a angular wave numbers. After that, x is showing the horizontal positions variable. Here x is showing horizontal positions, or this x is also showing the propagations of directions of wave, horizontal positions. Another thing is omega. Omega is related to angular frequency, because if we study about any wave is depends upon that frequency, because there is some relations of the times and frequency. So omega is angular frequency. Remaining term t is a time variable. T is used for time variable. Time variable. And last term phi is means what? Phase angles. Phase angle. Okay, so these are the some proper some descriptions related to the each and every symbol. Here we study about sinusoidal wave. So this wave is a sine wave functions wave. So that's why here we use the symbol sine. And if you use a cos wave, it means that time we use a here cosine wave. We call it a cosine wave, not a cos wave. That is a cosine wave. So y is equals to x of t is equals to a sine kx minus omega t plus pi. So this is the equations for these diagrams. Now let us solve these equations. How to solve this equation? Let us see the justifications for writing these equations at a particular instant. Say t equals to t naught. It means if wave travels at any instant, that time the time is represented as at a particular instant say t equals to t naught. It means if you consider these equations, here we write one of the equations, y is equals to x of t. So same equations here we write, but instead of this t we use a t naught, because at any instant, suppose we choose particle positions, suppose particle travels from these positions to this position, and if you choose any one of the positions on that wave, so particle is here, so that's why we consider at any instant the particle positions or their time variable is represented as a t is equals to t naught. Then equation 1 becomes t equals to t naught. Then equation 1 becomes, how to write equation once? Just here put instead of t naught, then we write equations. See here, I write here equations. Y of x t naught is equals to a sine kx minus omega t naught plus phi. So these equations for at any instant positions of that particles. Okay, so according to this, all these points or all these variables are constant. So that's why this equation is write as a sine kx plus constant, because at any instant the position of that particle is constant. So that's why instead of this, all the terms, which terms? This total term minus omega t plus phi is a constant. So that's why this minus omega t plus phi is a constant. So that's why here I write kx plus constant. Okay. After that, we write thus the slope of that wave at t equals to t naught as a functions of x is a sine wave. See here, shape of wave at t equals to t naught as a function of x, as a function of x is a sine wave so therefore at a fixed location, so here we fix one of the time, that is t is equals to t naught, but if we use a fixed locations, at a fixed locations, at a fixed locations x equals to x naught, it means if we consider one of the positions of that particles, so that time we write x equals to x naught. So again we write equations y x naught t, instead of x we use x naught t. This we also call it x0, okay, x0 or x naught. If you write 0 in suffix we call it x naught. T is equals to a sine kx naught minus omega t plus 5. Okay, but in these conditions which term is constant? Kx and phi, both terms are constant. See, in previous equations we already see the thing is what? See here, the thing is what? Here a sine kx plus constant, a sine kx plus constant. Why? Because here we use t at instant t, t is equal to t naught, so that's why the time variables and angle is constant. And in this condition, in these conditions there are two terms against constant, but the terms is different. Here we use locations x equals to x naught, so that's why kx naught and phi. That time angle is also constant. If you say that the locations of that particle is constant, then angle, it means phase, is also constant. So here we write these equations is equals to a sine constant minus omega t. So this minus omega t is remaining. So this constant is as it is. This is positive, constant is positive, and minus omega t as it is, minus omega t. So this is equation number first. This is original equations. Then we use, instead of t naught, this is another equations, we call it equation number 2, and last equations is equations number 3. Now hence the displacement y at x equals to x0, hence displacement y at x equals to x0 varies as a sine functions, as a sine function. You know, I already told about the thing where your wave is a sinusoidal wave, so it varies the one of the function, that function is a sine functions. So the wave function is a sine wave function. So this means that the particles of the medium through the wave which travels execute simple. So in addition, x must increases in the positive directions as the time t increases. It means the wave propagating on x directions, that time is also increased because wave travels with respect to time. So that's why the time of that wave is also increases. Then equation first represent a wave traveling along the along the positive x-axis. Positive x-axis, a wave represented by a wave represented by y of xt is equals to a sin kx plus omega t plus phi. So in equations 1 here is the negative signs, but according to this equations 1 is represented as the travelings along the wave in positive directions. If we say the wave is traveling along the positive x-axis, that time here the frequency of that given wave is written as a positive also. So that's why instead of negative signs here we write a positive signs, and this is equation number next. So is a wave traveling in the directions of negative x-axis. So now these equations is represented as wave traveling in the directions of negative axis, and equations 1 is represented as wave traveling along the positive axis. It means wave traveling along the positive axis, then you know the frequency is a reciprocal of time. So that's why in equations first here is a negative signs, and equations 4 here is a positive sign, because this wave traveling along the negative axis, and equations first is represented as a wave traveling in a positive x-axis. Okay. Now here this point is completed. After that we discuss about another point, the speed of traveling wave. The speed of traveling wave. Name of that point is the speed of traveling wave. So basically the speed of wave, it depends upon the elastic properties and density of medium. Speed of wave depends upon elastic properties and density of medium. Elastic property and density of medium, and density of medium. So the same medium can support both transverse and longitudinous wave which have different speed. It means if you say transverse and longitudinous wave, if you use same medium for both the waves, transverse and longitudinous wave, but the speed of that wave is different. Okay, so first we discuss about the speed of a transverse wave. Speed of transverse wave So speed of transverse wave is determined by a restoring force produced in the medium when it is disturbed. So it determines by restoring force. It determined by restoring force when it is disturbed. When wave is disturbed, then we say that is the transverse wave. So the speed of wave is depends upon that restoring force and disturbance of that wave. So how to write the equations of this wave? So in case restoring force is provided by the tensions T in the string, so then inertial property, that is the linear mass density m. It means the restoring force is provided in any strings, so that restoring force is what it can be as like represented on tensions on that string is T, and the linear mass density m, linear mass density m linear mass density m, and mass of the string means if you consider any strings whatever, then mass of the string is capital M, and now the length of that string, length of string is capital L. As now here we write equations as like this: m, small m is equals to, small m is what? Small m is the linear mass density of that given string. So linear mass density of that strings, and this can be written as a capital M by L. Small m is equals to capital M by L. So now the formula for speed of transverse wave stretch string is given by the stretch string formula for transverse wave. Stretch string formula for transverse wave. Formula for transverse wave is equals to root T upon M. So this is what stretch formula for transfer wave, that is root T upon M, and this is what the deviations formula behind the scope of strings. So according to this formula, the speed of transverse waves depends only on the tension of the strings and mass of that string. It does not depends upon the wavelength or frequency of that wave. Okay, so it means speed of that wave is depends upon string. It means there how much it will be extensions and compressions and mass of that strings. These are things. It means tensions and mass are responsible for speed of wave. Wavelength and frequency are not responsible for the speed of wave. So now after that we go to the discuss about speed of longitudinous wave. Speed of longitudinous wave. So in longitudinous waves, the particles of the medium oscillate forward and backward along the directions of wave propagations. So in longitudinous waves, in this wave, particle, PLE means particles oscillate forward and backward directions. Forward and backward directions of wave propagations. Why this thing happens here? Because of what? Do you know, in longitudinous waves there are some compressions and extensions process are there, or rarefactions process are there. So that's why there is a forward and backward directions are there, and along the which directions where the wave is propagates. Okay, it means if you consider one of the sine wave, suppose this is the waves, okay, and this wave propagate along the x-axis, but this is a sinusoidal wave. If we consider about an longitudinal waves, that time what happened, there is some compressions and rarefactions are there, as like this I draw here. Suppose this is the compressions, after some time interval it will be rarefactions, and again it will be compression, then rarefactions. So that's why the particle oscillates in forward and backward direction, as like this. Suppose this is the spring, so backward directions, forward directions, backward directions, forward directions, as like these particles motions are there. So speed of that waves is depends upon that wave strings also. So this causes compressions and rarefactions which travels in the mediums as the medium passes elastic property. So this means what? Longitudinous wave is depends upon that elastic property. It depends upon elastic property. So speed of sound in liquids and solid is higher than that is gases. It means if you consider sound speed in liquids and solid is high as compared to gases. So the speed of sound as the longitudinal waves in an ideal gas is given by Newton's formula. So now after that this discussions here is over. It means today's lectures we just study about there is a mathematical expressions of wave. It means how wave express in terms of mathematical format. We have see at instant of t and at instant of x also, and here we write two different equations for at instant t naught and at instant t also. After that we discuss about there is a speed of traveling waves, then speed of longitudinal waves. The speed of longitudinal wave is a small concept because the speed of longitudinal waves is depends upon that forward and backward directions of that given particles, and speed of transverse waves, it depends upon there is a tension of that string and mass of the string. It does not depends on that wavelength and frequency of that wave. Okay, so today here we finish. Next part we will see in next video. Okay, thank you all of you.